Hello and welcome to the Hillsboro High School Trojan TV broadcast of the Hillsboro Trojans versus the Hoisington Cardinals. This broadcast is produced by Hillsboro's High School's AV class, taught by the one and only Bailey Kaufman. And I am Colton Rempel, broadcasting tonight. Working the camera tonight is Clayton Jansen. Working the main camera will be Dane Bernhardt. Thank you for tuning in tonight. We should have a good game tonight. Both teams coming into this game 11-8. Trojans looking to secure a home game for the first round of Sub-State, looking to secure that 4 seed. I believe I saw that Hoisington was currently sitting at the 5 seed in their district before this game. So they're probably looking to maybe get 4th or just, get some momentum going into the next game. So a couple players to look out for. Number 4, Lincoln Wickert for the Trojans. He's been, I believe, the leading scorer for the Trojans, just kind of the game general, kind of. And for the Hoisington Cardinals, number 24, Tony Moore. Thank you for tuning in tonight. We will start here in just a second. Excuse me for my hiccuping. And excuse me for any mispronounced names ahead of time, because I'm sure I will. But tune in, relax. Right now is a good time to go grab some quick snacks before the game. I hope you enjoy. We will go with I believe the national anthem will happen here before we do starting lineups. Again, thank you for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy the broadcast. Okay, excuse me, we are doing the introductions, starting with alternating team with the Hoisington Cardinals, and going back and forth between them and the Trojans before the national anthem. At least that's what it seems like right now. I should know this by now. Thank you for tuning in again. Tonight's senior night for the Trojans. And starting with the Hoisington Cardinals, number 1, Rin Gala, the 5'11" junior. And starting with the Trojans, also 5'11", number 1, White Plenert. For the Cardinals, the 5'11" junior, number 3, Jason Robinson. For the Trojans, the 6'2" junior, number 2, Seth Driggers. For the Cardinals, number 4, Mason Martin, the 6'1" sophomore. For the Trojans, the number 4, Lincoln Wickert, the 5'10" junior. For the Cardinals, number 24, 6'1" senior, Tony Moore. For the Trojans, number 13, Noah Beavers, the 6'4" junior. And finally, number 50, Caden Hoffman, the 6'3" senior for the Cardinals. And finally, for the Trojans, number 25, Logan Franz, a 6' senior. And now we will go to the national anthem. Amazing job by the Hillsboro High School band led by Miss Colley. Taking the tip for the Cardinals, number 24, Tony Moore, and number 2, Seth Jiggers for the Trojans. And the Cardinals are able to get the wild tip. Number 4, Mason Martin will bring it up. Gives it to Robinson. Robinson inside real quick to Hoffman. He can't get it. Ported by Beavers of the Trojans, though. Quick look. Could have been a quick 2, but didn't fall for Hoffman. Trojans work it around up top. Franz has it. He gives it to Beavers. Beavers to Wickert for 3. Wickert can't knock it down. And Jiggers is able to get the board after the Cardinals can't seem to figure out who's going to grab it. Trojans again working it around town. Franz inside to Beaver. Beavers goes to work. And Beavers can't get it off the glass. Boarded by a Hoffman. Gala brings it, kicks it up to Robinson. Robinson inside to Moore. Moore off the glass, can't get it to fall. Boarded by Wickert of the Trojans. He pushes the sideline. Wickert gives to Driggers. Driggers over to Plinert. Plinert inside to Beavers. Beavers off the glass and can't get it to fall. Gala pushes up to Robinson. Back to Gala. Gala back to Robinson. Robinson to Moore. Inside to Hoffman. Hoffman blocked by Wickert. And can't get the second putback shot to fall. Franz gets the board, hands it off to Plinert. Plinert to Wickert. Wickert gives to Franz up top. Over to Plinert. To Wickert. Wild pass. Worked around to Plinert and gets thrown off of Moore's leg. Checking in for the Cardinals, number 2, Marcus Ingram. He checks in for Caden Hoffman. Plinert inbounds it for the Trojans. Gets it into Franz. Over, around to Wickert. Wickert, fade past Franz. Jiggers tries to get inside to Beavers. Ball's off his hands. Gala up to Ingram, over to Martin, who gives it back to Ingram. Ingram takes it up. Ingram guarded by Franz. Ingram gives to Gala. Gala over to Robinson. Looks into Moore, doesn't give it. They work it around back up to Martin, back to Gala. Over to Robinson. Over to Martin. Over to Ingram in the corner. Inside to Moore. Beavers tips it out from behind. Checking in for the Cardinals, number 0, Randy Chambers. In for the Trojans, number 0, Easton Shahan, and number 5, Nash Dickinson. Robinson inbounds to Martin for 3. Can't get it to fall. Boarded by Beavers of the Trojans. Wickert gives to Dickinson. Inside to Beavers. Beavers out to Shahan. Over to Wickert. Wickert looks for something. Instead gives to Shahan. Jiggers gets it. Over to Dickinson. And a push called on the Cardinals. Number 24, Tony Moore, his first, team's first. Be Trojans ball underneath their own basket. Shahan gets it into Dickinson. Shahan gets it back. Drives. Off the glass. Can't get it to fall. Boarded by Beavers. Loses it down low. And a jump ball called. The ball will remain with the Trojans. Shahan will inbound it for the Trojans. Shahan gets it into Beavers. Gives to Driggers. Over to Shahan. Shahan to Wickert. Around to Dickinson. Dickinson hands it off to Shahan. And Shahan right into Moore's hands. And not sure what the call was here. But Trojans ball. Maybe a backcourt or something like that. I'm not for sure. Wickert gets it into Beavers. And foul called on number 24, Tony Moore. Reaches around. His second, team second. Shahan will inbound it for the Trojans. Long possession here for the Trojans. Checking in for the Cardinals, number 22, Carson Mason. And also number 50, Caden Hoffman. Shahan gets it to Wickert, to Dickinson, to Driggers, over to Shahan. Shahan gives it back to Driggers. Round to Dickinson. Dickinson drives baseline. Can't get the tough shot. Once a call, doesn't get it. Ingram has it. Guarded by Wickert. Ingram gets a screen from Hoffman. Gives it to Chambers. Drives baseline. And gets the foul on the shot. Doesn't get the shot to fall. He'll shoot. Number 0, Randy Chambers will shoot 2 from the line. Foul is on number 13, Noah Beavers, his first, team's first. Chambers can't get the first. Checking in for the Cardinals, number 3, Jason Robinson. In for the Trojans, number 1, Wyatt Plinner. And number 10, Anders Weisbeck. Chambers gets the second. First point of the game. With only 3:30 remaining. Shahan. Fouls on number 22, Carson Mason. His first, team's third. And for the Cardinals, number 10, Camden Tarleton. Dickinson gets it into Wickert. They'll set up a play. And pass stolen by Robinson. Immediately fouled by Wickert. Wickert's first, team second. Wickert can't get it off the steal. Foul was called on number 1, Wyatt Plinner, excuse me. Ingram gives to Robinson. And pass is tipped by Dickinson. And loose ball goes the Trojans' way. Be Trojans' ball. Plinner gets it back to Wickert. Over to Dickinson. Ends to Weisbeck. Wicker, corner to Dickinson for three. Can't get it to fall. Boarded by Weisbeck. He puts it off the glass and goes in. Weisbeck gets the basket. First basket of the night for the Trojans. Ingram has it for the Cardinals. He gives it to Robinson. Over to Mason. Nope. Tarleton in the corner. Back to Robinson. Robinson guarded by Plinert. To Tarleton. Over to Chambers. Chambers gets it to Ingram, who gets it off the glass. Wickert takes it up for the Trojans. Over to Plinert. To Dickinson. Drives baseline. Passes it over to Shahan. To Plinert. Shahan to Weisbeck. Weisbeck up top to Dickinson. Over to Shahan for three. Knocks it down. 5-3 Trojans. And the Cardinals push it up. And Chambers gets it off the glass. Minute remaining here in the first. Dickinson puts up the three. Can't get it to fall. And over the backboard. Cardinals ball. Checking in for the Trojans, number 2, Seth Jiggers. And number 13, Noah Beavers. Checking in for the Cardinals, number 4, Mason Martin. Martin has it. Trojans in a 1-3-1 trap zone here. All the way over to Martin. Gets it to Robinson. Back to Martin. To corner. Tarleton for three. Knocks it down with 30 remaining in the quarter. They go up 8-5. Beavers back to Wickert. Trojans moving it around. Over to Wickert. To Weisbeck. Shahan. And foul is called on the Cardinals. Number 10. Camden Tarleton. His first, team's fourth. 1.9 seconds remaining. Get it into Wickert. Wickert can't get the shot to fall at the buzzer. Big defensive quarter here. 5-8. Hoisington Cardinals winning. Not much scoring happening here. We'll come back at the end of the quarter. And welcome back. If you left, I mean, most of you probably just stayed. Cardinals up 8-5, headed into the second quarter. Cardinals ball. Same players in for both teams here. Martin will bring it up for the Cardinals. He gives it to Ingram. Ingram looks inside, instead gives to Robinson. Robinson gives to Martin. Martin back out to Robinson. Robinson for three. Can't get it to fall. Boarded by Hoffman. Shot from Hoffman blocked by Shahan. And it's going to remain Cardinals ball after the loose ball. A good save there from Shahan, or I believe Driggers after the block. Not enough. Ingram has it over to Robinson. Inside to Hoffman. Back to Robinson. Foul's called on number 10, Anders Weisbeck of the Trojans. His first, team's first. Cardinals ball underneath their own basket. Robinson will inbound it. He gets it into Hoffman. Over to Martin. Martin looks to set something up. Over to Tarleton. Tarleton hands it off to Ingram. Ingram hands it off to Robinson. Robinson over to Ingram. Ingram for three. Can't get it to fall. Boarded by Tarleton, though. And jump ball. Possession arrow points towards the Trojans. Trojans will get the ball off the jump. Wickert brings it up for the Trojans. Gets it to Driggers. Gives to Shahan. Shahan over to Wickert. Up top to Driggers for three. Can't get it to fall. Boarded by Martin. He pushes it up court. Over to Tarleton in the corner to Hoffman. Hoffman out to Tarleton for three. Way short. Boarded by Weisbeck of the Trojans. Gives it to Wickert. Wickert looks to push it up court. And a foul called on number 2, Marcus Ingram of the Cardinals. His first, team's first. Trojans ball. Checking in for the Cardinals, number 0, Randy Chambers. And in for the Trojans, number 1, Wyatt Plinner, and number 5, Nash Dickinson. Dickinson inbounds it to Wickert. 6:15 remaining here in the second. To Plinner. Plinner looks around before going himself. Doesn't get it, but Wickert's able to get put back for the Trojans. 7-8, Cardinals still up. Martin gives it to Chambers. Chambers fakes the deep three. Gets Plinner a little jumpy there. Chambers hands it off to Martin over to Tarleton. Back to Martin. Martin can't get the three off the front of the rim. And Driggers tries to take it coast to coast. Boarded by Beavers. Can't get that. And Hoffman gets the board there. Foul called on number 5, Nash Dickinson. His first, team second. The Cardinals ball. Checking in for the Cardinals, number 2, Marcus Ingram, and number 24, Tony Moore. Martin will bring it up. He hands it off to Chambers. Chambers gives it to Ingram. Ingram hands it off to Robinson. Drives. Can't get the floater to fall. Boarded by Wickert of the Trojans. Backdoor cut to Plinner. He gets it off the glass. Nice look there from the Trojans. Able to get 2 off of it. Martin has the ball for the Cardinals. Spin move. Off the glass, doesn't fall. He gets his own board and gets the and one basket. He'll go to the line to try and make a 3-point play. Foul was on number 1, Wyatt Plinner of the Trojans. His first, team's third. In for the Cardinals, number 14, Briar Thompson. In for the Trojans, number 0, Easton Shahan. Martin knocks down the free throw. Wickert brings it up for the Trojans. Trojans moving it around. Cardinals are, seems to be like a trap offense here. Wickert from 3, can't get it to fall. Imported by Moore of the Cardinals. Moore pushes it up, and something called. Fouls up. Number 1, Wyatt Plenner, his second, team's 4th. Not sure what that was on. Martin will inbound it for the Cardinals. Cardinals coach wanted an intentional foul on that. I believe Plenner was holding someone's jersey. So, something there maybe. Moore gives it to Ingram in the corner. Ingram looks to drive. Kicks out to Moore for 3. Knocks down the 3. Wickert kicks it up to Triggers. Back to Wickert. Around to Shahan. Bad pass from Shahan, stolen by Moore. Moore is out. Thompson has it. Thompson gives to Robinson. Around to Martin. Over to Moore. Looks like they'll slow it down. And Moore's shot is boarded by Moore. And a travel called on Martin of the Cardinals. Trojans ball. Cardinals up 14-9 with 3 remaining in the half. Pass inside to Shahan, off his hands. Checking in for the Cardinals, number 50, Caden Hoffman. Cardinals ball. Ingram will bring it up for the Cardinals. Over to Robinson. Back to Ingram. Martin to Moore in the corner. Over to Ingram to Martin. Martin drives. Doesn't fall. Boarded by Shahan. Shahan gives it to Wickert to take up. Wickert gets it. Drives. And can't get it to fall. Boarded by Robinson. Trojans change into a 2-3 zone here. Cardinals working it around up top. Robinson over to Martin. Martin back to Robinson. To Ingram. Trojans. Moore drives. Can't get the floater to fall. Boarded by Shahan. Gives it to Wickert. And again, bad pass. Out of bounds. Cardinals. Timeout called by the Trojans. 30-second timeout. 14-9, Cardinals up. Minute 28 remaining in the half. Big defensive game here from both teams. Trojans switching a lot from Switch from a 2-3. Look to go back to that 1-2-2 look. That zone trap. Cardinals switching from a man to a man trap. Haven't really seen a zone out of them yet. Will say, I believe number 1, Rin Gallo, might be out for the game with an ankle injury. Don't know much about that, but seems to be he's hurt. We'll see if he comes back in. Probably not. Probably want to save him for sub-state. Trojans working it around up top. Dickinson from 3. Side the backboard. Doesn't get it, but Wicker gets the and one basket. Wicker will shoot one from the line to try and make it a 2-point game here. Fouls to number 50, Caden Hoffman. His first, team second. Wicker can't get the first. Boarded by Ingram. Trojans in a man here now. Martin has the ball for the Cardinals. Over to Robinson. Martin has it. Minute remaining. Robinson gets it. Over to Martin. Martin gives to Ingram. Looks to drive. Doesn't get anything. Up to Thompson. Hands it off to Ingram. Gets a screen. And a carry called on Ingram. Trojans ball. .36 remaining in the half. Wicker has it. Shahan to Drake. Here's to the corner to Dickinson. Oh, way over to Shahan. Shahan to Driggers. To Dickinson. To Wicker for 3. Can't get it to fall. And over the backboard. Cardinals ball. 17 seconds remaining. Checking in for the Cardinals, number 24, Tony Moore. Also checking in for the Cardinals, number 0, Randy Chambers. Martin brings it up. Way over to Martin. Robinson has it inside and Moore out. Chambers. Stolen by Driggers. Can't get the last second shot to fall. Trojans down 3, 11-14 at half. Not a big leading score here, I believe. Wicker for the Trojans with 4, and a lot of people with 3 for the Cardinals right now. We'll be back after the half here.
MB Foundation began to help better serve people and churches of the U.S. Mennonite Brethren church family. With core values of integrity, stewardship, and service, our mission is to encourage generosity to gather, manage, and distribute resources. We are a family of families helping others carry out biblical principles. We call that giving meaning to money.
Well, I'm Shannon Parsons. I am the owner here at Level Up Nutrition. our mission statement would be that we just want to enrich people's lives with healthy nutrition and weight management. But basically the features that we promote are weight management, muscle gain. We can provide more energy. We can also help people who need to gain weight. So there's lots of different options for people.
Hi, my name is Mallory Edgar and this is Villa Bea. I started this shop with my mom to really create a community and a place for people to come in Hillsboro to hang out and shop.
Dale's Supermarket, family run since 1959. Local and delicious groceries as well as great prices. Check out our weekly deals in the Hillsboro Free Press. Come in and see our great selection of fresh deli meats and our world famous sausage ready to take home. We're conveniently located on the corner of Main and Grand, so stop in today for all your grocery needs.
Welcome back to the broadcast. Thank you for tuning in to the Trojan TV broadcast of this game between the Hillsboro High School Trojans and the Hoisington High School Cardinals. Trojans are currently down 3 against the Cardinals, 11-14 Cardinals. A plethora of the Cardinals have 3 points right now. Name a few numbers: 0, Randy Chambers; number 4, Mason Martin; and number 24, Tony Moore. For the Trojans, leading is number 4, Lincoln Wickert. Your starters for this half: number 3, Jason Robinson; number 4, Mason Martin; number 24, Tony Moore; number 50, Caden Hoffman; and one more. For the Trojans, number 1, Wyatt Planner; number 2, Seth Driggers; number 4, Lincoln Wickert; number 13, Noah Beavers; number 25, Logan Franz. And that other starter for the Cardinals is number 2, Marcus Ingram, due to the injury of number 1, Ren Gala. Cardinals doing pretty good without him, though, maintaining the lead here. Robinson has it up top. Looks to set up a play. Stolen by Dickinson. And jump ball called. Trojans ball. Quick start to the half here for the Trojans defensively. Wicker gets the inbounds. Hands it off to Driggers. Over to Dickinson. To Plinner. To Beavers. To Wickert. Looks around. Dribbles it a little bit. Gives to Driggers. Back to Wickert. Swung around to Plinner. Dickinson for 3. Can't get it to fall. Boarded by Hoffman. Gives it to Moore. Moore pushes it up. Gets the crow step over. Stretches the lead to 5 for the Cardinals. Dickinson has it. It's like a 3-2 zone here from the Cardinals. Maybe a 2-3, I'm not for sure. Maybe a 1-2-2, I'm not for sure. Wickert can't get it off the glass. Both teams struggling to get stuff to fall tonight. Martin all the way around, and he gets it in. Martin with his 5th point on the night. Dickinson up to Wickert. Back to Dickinson. To Driggers. Wickert. Trojans moving in up top between Driggers, Dickinson, and Wickert. Beavers looks baseline. Up to Wickert. Outside to Driggers. Rotated around. Wickert for 3. Knocks it down. His 7th point on the night. Robinson has it in the corner. Robinson hands it off to Martin. Martin drives. Nothing there. Kicks to Ingram. Ingram looks to drive. Nothing there. Gives to Robinson. Robinson hands it off to Moore. Moore looks for something. Kicks out to Ingram for 3. And he knocks it down. Dickinson looks around, gets swung around to Driggers, back to Dickinson. Ball tipped by Moore on the pass to Plinner. In for the Trojans, number 0, Easton Shahan. Shahan gets it into Dickinson. Ball's tipped again by Moore. Maine Trojans ball. Shahan inbounds it to Wicker. Triggers inside to Beavers. Beavers goes to work. Kicks out to Dickinson. Dickinson for three. And rims out. Nothing falling for the Trojans tonight. Moore can't get the three to fall. And no. Ball's out off the Trojans. Robinson will inbound it for the Cardinals. Martin shoots the three, can't get it to fall. Foul called on number 24, Tony Moore. His third, I believe, of the game. Gonna have to be careful there. Team's first of the quarter. Trojans ball. Wickert will bring it up, guarded by Robinson. Wickert fouled on the shot. He'll shoot two from the line. Fouls on number 2 of the Cardinals, Marcus Ingram. His second, team's second. Wickert knocks down the first. Checking in for the Cardinals, number 0, Randy Chambers. Chambers didn't go off the court. I think he thought he was getting moved back. It's not completely aware of the situation. Wickert can't get the second to fall. Boarded by Robinson of Cardinals. Martin, spin move. Off the glass, doesn't fall. Martin gets his own board. And that shot's boarded by Chambers. Moore looks to drive. Doesn't get it to fall. But he gets the foul. Fouls on number 13, Noah Beavers. His second, team's first. Moore will shoot two from the line. Moore knocks down the first. Checking in for the Trojans, number 10, Andrew Weisbeck, and number 25, Logan Franz. And Moore doesn't get the second. Shots boarded by Shahan of the Trojans. Wickert will bring it up. Fuses a screen from Shahan. Gives it to Dickinson in the corner for three. Can't get it to fall. Boarded by Weisbeck. And stolen by Ingram. Ingram on the fast break. Doesn't get it to fall. Boarded by Martin. Robinson. Get to the reverse. Timeout called by the Cardinals. Full timeout. Cardinals stretch their lead to a 29-point lead. Checking in for the Cardinals there, number 14, Breer Thompson, and number 22, Carson Mason. We'll be back after the break. And it will be Trojans ball underneath the opposite basket. Trojans need to get something going here if they want to get back in this game. Need get a little bit of a momentum swing. Dickinson has it, and pass is stolen by Robinson. Up to Mason. Mason gives it to Martin in the corner. Back to Mason. Mason gets a screen from Thompson. Gives it to Ingram. Ingram to Martin. Martin looks to drive. Nothing there. Gives it to Ingram. Ingram. Ball is stolen by Franz. Trojans moving it around. Looks like the Cardinals are in a 2-3 zone here. Dickinson to Wickert for three. Doesn't fall. Boarded by Ingram of the Cardinals. He looks to push it up to Martin. Martin gives to Ingram. Over to Thompson. Thompson gives to Robinson. Loose ball. Ends up with Martin for three. Knocks it down. Spreads the lead to 12. Ball's moved around up top. Shahan from three. Knocks it down. They don't give the Trojans their timeout calling for. Thompson has it for the Cardinals. And miscommunication for the Cardinals leads to Trojans ball. Checking in for the Cardinals, number 0, Randy Chambers, and number 50, Caden Hoffman. In for the Trojans, number 2, Seth Jiggers, and number 1, Wyatt Plenner. Looks like they'll give Wicker and Dickinson a break. Franz has it. Jiggers to Plenner. Back to Jiggers. Shahan. Jiggers spin move to Weisbeck up top. Franz has it in the corner. Gives it to Shahan. To Weisbeck. Timeout called by the Trojans. Full timeout. 42 seconds remain in the third. We'll be back at the end of the timeout.
Well, I'm Shannon Parsons. I am the owner here at Level Up Nutrition. Our mission statement would be that we just want to enrich people's lives with healthy nutrition and weight management. But basically the features that we promote are weight management, muscle gain. We can provide more energy. We can also help people who need to gain weight. So there's lots of different options for people.
Trojans will have the ball opposite of their bench. Driggers looks to be inbounding it for the Trojans. 42 seconds remain here in the third quarter. Trojans down 9 against the Cardinals at Robert C. Brown Gymnasium. Shahan gives it to France. Right back. Moving the ball around. Inside to Weisbeck. Up top Shahan. Shahan for three. Can't get it to fall. Boarded by Hoffman of the Cardinals. Robinson has it for the Cardinals. He gives it to Chambers. Chambers. Chambers has it. Inside to Robinson. Can't get it to fall. Up to Triggers. Puts the 3 up, can't get it to fall. Trojans down 18-27, headed into the fourth. Few players checking in here for both teams. We'll get to you and tell you who they are after this break here. In for the Trojans to start the quarter. Number 1, Wyatt Plinner. Number 2, Seth Triggers. Number 4, Lincoln Wickert. Number 5, Nash Dickinson. Number 13, Noah Beavers. For the Cardinals, number 2, Marcus Ingram. Number 3, Jason Robinson. Number 4, Mason Martin. Number 24, Tony Moore. And number 50, Caden Hoffman. Trojans in a 1-3-1 zone trap. Get the steal off of it. Triggers. Gets it off the glass. Cuts the lead to 7. Martin has it. Gets it over to Robinson. It's Ingram in the corner. Robinson has it. Gets it over to Martin. Over to Robinson. Falls over. Foul called on the Trojans, their first of the quarter. Fouls on number 5, Nash Dickinson, his second. It'll be Cardinals ball in front of their own bench. Robinson inbounds it to Martin. Trojans look to be back in a man here. Hand it off to Robinson. To Hoffman. Hoffman down low. And Robinson gets it. Foul called on Dickinson. His third, team second. Cardinals ball again in front of their own bench. Martin gets it off the inbounds. Guarded by Triggers. Hands it off to Moore. Moore kicks out to Ingram. Ingram inside to Hoffman. Hoffman gets it off the glass. Wickert brings it up for the Trojans. Dickinson way over to Triggers. Finds its way back to Dickinson. Beavers inside to Wickert. Wickert doesn't get the shot to foul. Doesn't get the shot to fall, but a foul's called on the shot. He'll shoot 2 from the line. Fouls on number 24, Tony Moore, his fourth, team's first. He'll have to be a little cautious here. Wickert knocks down the first. And number 0, Randy Chambers, checks in for Moore, probably to save him for the end of the game here. Wickert knocks down the second. Trojans back in that 1-3-1 zone trap. shot blocked by, I believe, Beavers. Remain Cardinals ball. Ball's inbound to Martin. Martin for three. Doesn't get it to fall. Boarded by Dickinson of the Trojans. Fouls called on number 50, Caden Hoffman of the Cardinals. His second, team second. Trojans ball. Wickert brings it up for the Trojans. Beavers has it inside. Kicks out to Wickert for three. Knocks it down. Brings it back to a 4-point game. Martin. Hoffman way over to Martin. Martin to Robinson. Back to Martin. Driggers goes for the steal. And foul called on Dickinson. No shot. And that's Dickinson's fourth, team's third. That foul was clear as day for the refs to make. In for the Cardinals, number 24, Tony Moore. And in for the Trojans, number 0, Easton Shahan. Ball's inbounded to Moore. He can't get it to fall. And Wickert gets the board. Foul called on number 3, though, on the board. Jason Robinson of Cardinals, his first of the game. Team's third. In for the Cardinals, number 14, Breer Thompson. Wickert brings it up for the Trojans, looking to make it a one-possession game here. Trojans work it around up top as, Wickert for three, knocks it down! Cuts it to a one-point game. Wickert has caught fire this fourth quarter. Full timeout called by the Cardinals. And Wickert has caught fire to bring this game to a one-point game. Wickert said, my time is now. 16 points, most of those right here in the fourth. Checking in for the Cardinals, number 14, Breer Thompson. We'll see if they can get something to stop the Trojans here, as they have all the momentum right now. 1 point deficit for the Trojans. See if they can overcome that with the momentum they have right now. They seem to have, well, Cardinals can't seem to get anything falling right now on the offensive side, if we really look at it. But fouls have kind of killed the Cardinals a little bit, as Moore is in foul trouble, and he's their main guy. He seems to get the ball moving on the offense, and right now he's on the bench with foul trouble with 4. Probably going to save him to the end of the game just to try and save him, just to hopefully have him at the end. Martin brings it up for the Cardinals. Martin and Robinson passing it back and forth. It's Trojan in a 1-2-2 zone trap. All the way over to Martin. To the corner to Moore. Excuse me, Moore is in the game. Chambers gets the knockdown shot. Make the lead spread to 3. Still in that 2-3 here. Cardinals are. Shahan from 3. Can't get it to fall. Fouls called on number 24 Moore, his 5th. And he's out of the game. That's his 5th, team's 4th. Remain Trojans ball. That's big for the Cardinals. They're going to need to find someone to rally behind here. Plinner inbounds it to Shahan. Gives it to Driggers. Back to Shahan. To Wickert. Wickert looks to drive. Instead hands it off to Shahan. Plinner has it. Inside to Wickert. Wickert gets the shot to fall. Tough shot from Wickert to make it a 1-point game. Trojans looking for a stop here. Chambers has it. Puts up the shot. Blocked. And bad pass from Shahan leads to the Cardinals getting the ball right back. Way over the top to Chambers. And he's getting pressured pretty tough. Robinson to Martin. Martin, corner 3. Doesn't get it to fall. Boarded by Plinner. Plinner gives it to Beavers. And Beavers says, let's slow it down. Let's get a good shot here. Wickert will bring it up for the Trojans. And nice backdoor from Wickert. Triggers with the eyes to see that, and the Trojans get their first lead in a while. Trojans have some good momentum right now as they look to hold Cardinals. Martin has it, gives to Ingram. Ingram looks inside. Instead dribbles. Goes nowhere. Hands it off to Martin. Gets a screen from Hoffman. Gets stuck down low. And timeout called by the Cardinals. "30-second timeout called by the Cardinals. Wickert putting on a clinic right now in fourth quarter with 20 points on the night, 1 foul. And I don't know if Moore had more points, but right now in the game leading for the Cardinals, number 4, Mason Martin. Crazy game here, 2 minutes, 7 seconds remaining, 32-31 Trojans. Trojans have 3 fouls as a team, and the Cardinals have 4. The Cardinals without 2 of their starters right now, with Rin Gala getting injured right at the beginning of the game. Number 24, Tony Moore, fouling out just a couple minutes ago. Cardinals ball underneath their own basket. We'll see if they can take back the lead here real quick. Martin gets it in the corner. He brings it up top. Gets it to Ingram. Ingram looks around. Ingram drives baseline. Nothing there. Gives it to Chambers. Chambers to Martin. Martin gets the and one shot off the glass. He'll go to the line to try and make it a 2-point lead. Fouls on number 13. Didn't see the call. That's the Trojans' 4th foul of the quarter. Number 4, Mason Martin, will shoot 1 from the line. Checking in for the Cardinals, number 14, Brer Thompson. The foul was indeed on number 13, Noah Beavers, his 3rd. Oh, on number 0, Easton Shahan, his 1st. Martin Free throw falls. Wickert will bring it up for the Trojans. Kicks it up to Shahan. Ball moving around for the Trojans. Wickert gets it to Shahan. Inside to Beavers. Beavers. And foul is called on the shot. Beavers will go to the line to shoot 2. Fouls on number 2, Marcus Ingram, his third, team's 5th. Beavers will shoot 2 from the line. That puts Hillsboro with bonus. And Beavers knocks down the first. In for the Cardinals, number 50, Caden Hoffman. He checks in for number 14, Breer Thompson. Beavers knocks down the second to tie the ball game. 1:23 remaining in the fourth. A good game we've got on our hands tonight, folks. Ingram gets it, guarded by Shahan. Looking for somewhere to go with it. Picks it up, gets it to Robinson. Guarded by Wickert. Inside to Chambers. Hands off to Martin. Martin drives and doesn't get the shot to fall. Gets his own rebound. Doesn't get that to fall. Boarded by Hoffman. Doesn't get that to fall. And boarded by Triggers. Triggers looking to push it up court. And no shot. They called the foul on the floor. Could have been a crazy and 1 bucket. But he will go to the line to shoot 2. And try and take the lead with 4 seconds. Fouls on number 3, Jason Robinson, his second. Team's already over the limit. Triggers will shoot 2. Knocks down the first for the lead with 41 seconds remaining. Only Triggers' 3rd point on the night. Triggers can't get the second, boarded by Robinson. Ingram gets it. Gives it to Chambers. Ingram has it up top. Gives it to Robinson. Inside to Chambers. Chambers tries and backs him down. Outside to Robinson. Loose ball there. Robinson has it, 15 remaining. Timeout called by the Cardinals. And 30-second timeout called by the Cardinals. 13 seconds remain. Trojans up 1. So any basket except for a free throw gives them the lead. We'll see if they go for 1 shot, see if they put up a quick shot. But man, what a game we have tonight. Maybe we'll have the second game of overtime for the Trojans, as they went to overtime a few weeks ago against the Haven Wildcats. See if we have a repeat of that. But Trojans looking to put it away here on defense, and the Cardinals looking to get a last second game winner. Cardinals ball opposite of their bench. Crazy game here we have tonight. Cardinals had a big lead, but Trojans were able to close the gap. See if the Trojans can maintain this lead and come away with the win. Robinson will inbound it for the Cardinals. And ball inbound is batted out of bounds by Triggers. Remain Cardinals ball. Robinson will still inbounds it. Look around. Get it to Hoffman. Tipped away by Shahan. Shahan's going to hold on to it. And Martin's going to foul Shahan. Shahan's going to go to the line to shoot 2. That's Martin's first. Team's over the limit. And Shahan, with 8 seconds, has a chance to not make it a 2-possession game, to make it a 2 or 3 point game here. To make it a not a game winner necessarily for the Cardinals. Shahan doesn't get the first. See if Shahan can make this a 2-point game. And he can't get the second. Boarded by Hoffman. Robinson pushes it up court. And, timeout called by the Cardinals. 3 seconds remain. Trojans don't like it as they think the ball was loose there. Wow, crazy game here. Full timeout called by the Cardinals. 1 point lead for the Trojans still. Crazy game. And we'll get back to you after this timeout. And we're back. Leading for both teams is number 4. Number 4, Mason Martin, the 6'1 sophomore, leads with 11 points for the Cardinals. And Lincoln Wickert, also number 4, the 5'10 junior for the Trojans. Good game we have on our hands. 3.5 seconds remaining in regulation. And we'll see who comes away with the win tonight. As both teams are 11-8, expecting nothing less out of this game. Robinson will inbound it from in front of his own bench. Robinson gets it into Chambers. Blocked by Plinter! 0.4 remaining. And Plinter was on that like a koala on a eucalyptus tree. Wow, amazing block by Wyatt Plinter. Now, that was the game possibly right there. 0.4 seconds. They're going to need to put a shot up immediately. And the refs are going to put a second on the clock. 1.2 seconds. Timeout called by the Trojans head coach. Wow. Wow. Crazy ending to a game here we have tonight. And we'll see if the Trojans can put it away or if the Cardinals can get a last-second shot here to possibly win the game. Crazy game we have tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Again, both leaders for both teams is number 4, with Mason Martin with 11 and Lincoln Wickert with 20. I'm sure they'll be looking for Martin as he has kind of controlled this game here. Sure, Robinson will probably be inbounding it, but really, you just got to get the ball, maybe a dribble, maybe. That's risky even there, but I'd say get the ball, put it up, and send up a prayer. But we'll see what happens here. Crazy ending on the night. Trojans will be on defense here. And the official has to tell the Trojans bench to sit down. And Beaver is telling the fans to get loud. And tipped out of bounds. Inbounds is hit by Shahan. And that's the game! That's the game! The Trojans win with an amazing defensive possession to end the game. Wow, what a crazy night for the Trojans with an injury with Ren Gala getting hurt at the beginning of the game, and number 24, Tony Moore, getting fouled out at the end. That might be what caused this game to such a big turnover there. Crazy game tonight as the Trojans come away with the win 35-34. Wickert leads the Trojans with 20 points on the night. Slow start, but hot finish for the Trojans. And thank you for tuning in. We will see you hopefully at Substate. Should be a home game for Substate after that win. Thank you for tuning in.